I'm Brian Sears. I'm here with the Mass Communications Department, and I'm here to interview Dr. Nyre based on his convocation speech that he just had. So, Dr. Nyre, how long officially has it been that you've been with the college?
7 months.
And in that time, what are some of the things that you've learned about the school that you enjoy, and some of the things that maybe you don't enjoy so much that you look to change?
Well, let's start with the things we don't enjoy so much. One, we know students need better and more housing. It's critically important. I've been through all the dorms. I've been down to the Residence Inn. We need to do better with this. It's a top priority for the college. So we've renovated the 37 beds at Rice. We're adding 106 beds by reconstructing Walsh Hall. And we're looking for other solutions with the community to ensure that students have better and more living spaces. I think another challenge you'd see in the community is the cost to attend college. That's a problem across the country. Tuition increases have outpaced both inflation and increases in healthcare. That's a daunting fact. So we need to determine at Iona, how do we make Iona more affordable? And I can't say that we're going to decrease the cost of tuition, but we need to look to other creative mechanisms to try to make sure that it's affordable for you and others to attend the college. So those are some of the immediate challenges that are in front of us, in addition to some of the obvious that have been well publicized in various media outlets. The things I think that are great about the college, first, our students, our faculty, our staff, and our administration, our brothers. It's a great group of people that really try hard every day to live the mission that Blessed Edmund Rice shared with all of us. We have some work to do with new academic programs. We want to make sure that your degree and the degree of others is worth more tomorrow than it is today. And again, that when you leave, that you're thinking about how to invest in your future, not how to pay for your past.
Okay, now you had spoken about obviously the Walsh Hall and then with Rice Hall, the renovations in there.
Right.
With adding these new living spaces, are you looking to possibly relieve some of the overcrowded? Like I know I'm an RA in Loftus Hall, and there's a lot of kids. I have 44 students, including myself, living on the floor, and it's quite a cramped space. Are you looking to possibly relieve those areas, or is it just more to have more people come in?
Well, we need to look at a three-phase solution. It's not about more students coming in as freshmen necessarily, but it's a three-phase solution, short, mid, and long-term solutions to the gap in what we have for available housing versus what we have for demand. So there's no doubt that I see your residence halls overcrowded. Well, we also have students living at the Avalon and Residence Inn. Some of them have homesteaded. They're going to stay there next year. Mm-hmm. But others want to be back on campus for the same reason you live on campus. So our first priority has to be to lessen that gap and to have students reside on campus. Next, we have to look at how to relieve the high density on the mega block, north, south, and Knies. So that would be the second phase. And third phase would be to ensure that we have more housing long term for all the students that we hope are going to come and benefit from all that is Iona.
Okay, now you had talked, obviously the presenters before you were basically listing more facts, and it almost made it seem a little dreary, but you had talked a lot about your optimism and your hope for the future of the college. So if you don't mind, would you be able to elaborate a little bit on what your plan, if it's not specific, that's fine, but what you see as the future for this college?
I think the future is great. I see a vibrant college in 5 years. We've set forth on developing and then executing a 5-year plan. That plan is just coming into focus. The group that's planning it is a cross-section of the college. It's got students, faculty, staff, and administrators on the committee. They're charged with ensuring that we increase our academic distinction, we increase student distinction, that we build the infrastructure needed to support a quality educational experience, that student life is more vital and vibrant than it is today, and that we tell the Iona story. Now, the goals are not the difficult part. The difficult part is the actions we take to execute those. And there's a detailed set of actions that are being brought forward to all the campus constituency to get their advice. But I see that we're going to be recruiting students outside the New York metro area. I see that we're going to be raising funds for scholarship and for endowed chairs so that it's less expensive for you to attend and we're able to attract and retain the best faculty. I see new academic programs. I see more academic programs where you can get your degree, your undergraduate degree in 3 years and your master's degree in 1, be out in 4 with both. These are the types of things I see coming online. In the next 3 to 4 weeks, the Strategic Planning Steering Committee will be taking those action steps, those very detailed plans, out to the community to get your feedback. As I shared in there today, we want you to show up, share your thoughts, and share your advice on those action steps so that they're the best plan that we can possibly achieve.
Okay. Now, you had talked about developing a new office, the Office of Institutional Effectiveness. Would you be able to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. It's critically important that colleges our size have a sophisticated mechanism to track key data across the college, as well as student performance data like SAT scores, et cetera. We don't currently have one of those offices, therefore the verification processes, et cetera, weren't in place, which is part of the reason that we had such a difficult time this last year in terms of understanding that we've been over-reporting or misreporting data. Mm-hmm. So the Office of Institutional Effectiveness is part of that correction. It's part of building in the verification processes, and it's best practice. Second, it's how we collect data to make better decisions, so that if you wanted to ask me, of our students that come from California, what's the retention rate over the last 10 years? I can call down and get that piece of information and share it with you, and you might be conducting or writing a paper on that very topic of students that are bi-coastal, what's the probability of graduating from college? That would be an interesting question. I'm not saying it's a good research question, but we could at least answer it for you. Yeah. Currently, we don't have the capacity to do that, so that office will help us make better decisions.
Okay, and we're going to end on a little bit of a lighter note. Did you watch the Super Bowl?
I did.
Who were you cheering for?
I have to cheer for the Giants, because when whatever team beats the Packers, I get behind them. And the Giants took it to us back in Wisconsin, so our entire family was rooting for the Giants.
Okay, well, then you must feel like a winner then.
Feel like a winner.
Well, thank you very much, Dr. Nyre.
And who were you rooting for?
Giants, just because I'm a New Yorker, so
all right,
I root local.
All right, thanks a lot.
Thank you.